वो 2019 से ऑफिस ही नहीं गए हैं, कौन सा रोमांस।
I'm really scared about the after effects. बाद में एक दूसरे को इग्नोर करने के लिए बहुत अटेंडेंस दिक्कत आएगी शायद. A big no.
Office romance is a dubious concern for employees as well as the workplace. 1 in 5 Indian employees say they or someone they work with has dated a co-worker, according to a survey by a dating app Quack Quack. Many questions and concerns, from favoritism, consent, to how the company is going to respond to it, come into the employee's mind while they try to approach office romance. To explore how employees versus HRs perceive the different notions of office romance, ETHRWorld interacted with employees and HRs of different industries. How comfortable are you with the idea of office romance?
We have been seeing certain kind of Bollywood stuff, including some sort of TV series as well, where office romance has been fantasized to a certain extent. So somewhere or the other, yes, I am comfortable, and since I'm a millennial, belong to Gen Z, so yes, I'm absolutely comfortable enough.
The same, it's a big no, because if something bad happens, you have to see that guy every day again. अगर Pam जैसी मिलेगी तो I can try office में, and I can be a gym.
I dated in college and she was in the other department, but yes, even being from the same college, it was still a mess up and we broke up, So I don't want that type of culture in my office. I don't want to enter into an apartment in my office and I feel like, some negative vibes or I have to ignore someone.
How is the attendance and productivity impacted with office romance?
I'm really scared about the after effects. बाद में एक दूसरे को इग्नोर करने के लिए बहुत अटेंडेंस दिक्कत आएगी शायद. But I don't think a couple will lose attendance.
Attendance should not be a matter of concern as long as their focus is work. But yes, if their focus is not work and they are just doing a time pass, be it their career or be their love life, it will affect them negatively only, and I think it will decrease.
There is a couple, okay, and they have some complications even at home. So that person is not like productive enough in office, even if they are in different office or even
घर से लड़के आओ वहाँ पे लड़ो.
तो फिर it will create more a mess in same office size. So very negative impact.
Are you comfortable in informing the company about your ongoing office romance?
I'm kind of in between. बता भी देना चाहिए, नहीं भी बता देना चाहिए. एक ही बात है, रूमर तो दोनों तरफ से उठने वाला है. अगर जो भी है कॉन्सेप्ट वो तो होगी ही होगी. But thinking about college days, like if I put that situation over here, बता ही देना चाहिए.
I would say identify people around you. If you trust somebody, just let them or him or her know. That to 110%. Otherwise, there's not at all 0% need to disclose your relationship, because it's up to you. It's private.
As an HR, how comfortable are you with the idea of office romance?
If you're spending close to 10 hours a day with a certain set of people, it is very obvious for you to kind of cultivate all of that, right? Because when we speak of we are family, we are one organization, everyone should be working together closely and all of that, then why not romantic relationship?
There's no harm in it. Sometimes these things actually go very well. People get married, people get they actually move on also, but the relationship also stays with them. So there's no harm of it. They can date, but the only thing is that the prima facie as an HR leader or as a business leader, my responsibility is that my team or my business should not suffer because of that. Because ultimately it's personal between them, right?
Do you think office romance affects productivity and workplace culture?
This impact the productivity, this impact the culture as well in many ways. And especially when the relationship doesn't really go well, then it can create an havoc on the team. And also with the romances involving subordinates, bosses, these things actually, these things create a lot of dissonance in the team and around the workplace as well.
Why would something that makes me happy hamper my work? It would increase my productivity, right? If I am around someone who I like and I'm happy most of the times, right? I'm assuming that to be the case. So obviously that will ultimately help me in my productivity.
Are there any biases associated with office romance?
Performance bias comes very naturally to everyone. And the second bias about is actually the conflict of interest. What if the two team members, what if their subordinates are involved, if the bosses are involved, then this is a wrong for other people. They can think of this is actually happening in terms of some type of biases are happening, performance biases creeping in, maybe bosses favoring it more. If the subordinate is involved, then there's always an alternative explanation of success of that person.
What should be the right approach to deal with office romance?
The right approach, as I said, is to have a clear-cut policy in place, a clear-cut framework in place, and that all employees should be aware of that. Just like we do for POSH, it's mandated by law. Everyone undergoes their training. Similarly, organizations should have a policy, clear policy framework around it, a clear training mechanism, so that every employee knows about it.
Do nothing about it. Okay. So I personally feel that the best thing to do is not do anything about these things, because these are very human things, right? Again, it's just like I relate it to a very simple thing. Do you go about and try to do something when two people are friends in office? If you're doing that, you are not an HR professional, you're a school teacher. If you go and tell and accept the fact that, hey, these two people are having a romantic relationship, and they are also fine with it, they have accepted the fact, we have acknowledged the fact, that's it.